I'm Jack Carter, and I'm going to tell you exactly why cloud computing is nonsense. So Jack, you're absolutely wrong about that last point, and we'll get back to that in a minute. Thanks for joining us. My name is Jack Boyer. We'd like to educate you today a little bit on cloud computing in the ERP space. Today's debate is going to be centered around educating you a little more on cloud computing and the benefits of web architecture. Okay, Jack, so my first point behind hating cloud computing is the real cost of ownership. I've seen countless people want to do this thing in the cloud, and then a year later they get a bill and they're like, oh my lord, it feels like they have a silent partner. Somebody just keeps draining money from them. Makes no sense. Your point with the real cost of ownership is you don't want a silent partner, you don't want someone just taking the profits. I understand that, and we ourselves have gone through that situation with a CRM piece of software, but the challenge behind such a simplistic argument is that everyone that runs in the cloud asks for more money when you add users and asks for more money when you add functionality. Okay, as far as integration goes, if I've got a database here in Minneapolis and you've got a database in California, it just doesn't work. The integration is possible with web services, but a lot of people still have legacy systems. So integration is another reason that it makes no sense to move to the cloud. Okay, so your point with the integration is that you would feel like you really can't integrate as well if you've got a cloud-based system and you've got an on-premise based legacy system. And that's certainly true. I've seen certain instances where very old software just can't integrate with something running in the cloud. We had that instance in the CRM case before as well. But what you're missing in your argument is that the really good SaaS products can run on-premise as well. They're not completely locked up, and a lot of the SaaS vendors would really like you to think that to get that web architecture you have to use a SaaS licensing model. The two are not the same. An example there would be Avalara has a nice sales tax program that it runs in the cloud. It's a web-based program, and it integrates with just about any SQL-based accounting software program, so that integration can happen in the cloud. Maintaining control. As an accountant, I want to maintain control. I want to know that my staff is doing the backups and that they're really occurring, that I can restore that backup and know it's working, that the upgrade is going to occur when I want it to occur and not when some cloud vendor says, oh, we're doing your upgrade on Saturday. What you don't like is just hoping that somebody's backing up your data and having somebody do an upgrade when they feel like it, when they determine that it's a good time for you to do an upgrade. If you do the research, the backups should be the least of your concern because they're professional people that are running these data centers. As far as doing the upgrade when they want instead of when you want, there again we get into the on-premise versus in the cloud argument. The good accounting products that can run in the cloud or on-premise, for example Acumatica, can do that without any problem. Microsoft CRM can run in the cloud, it can run on-premise, you can move it back and forth. So those are the products that are providing you with the ability to maintain control by bringing it on-premise. Uniqueness. Another reason that I wouldn't want to move to the cloud is because the things that are unique about my businesses, the processes and the use of the software is unique for my business. I don't want to have to share those processes with other people. I don't want their customizations thrust on me. I would like what's unique about my business to be unique about my business and to stay that way. To me, this is where you really have a dated argument. Products from 10 years ago, absolutely. They didn't have a multi-tenant environment. You had to deal with the customizations that company A wanted in company B, and they just had to agree to have the same customizations. That certainly isn't true running that in a multi-tenant environment today. You can run a web-based product, a .NET-based product out in the cloud, and they can be very unique. They can be running on different virtual servers. There is a number of ways of making sure that that uniqueness stays with each company. Can you think of anything worse than having a slowly performing ERP system or slowly performing CRM business? Isn't that what drives people crazy? I don't want stuff that's slow. I need stuff that snaps. So the performance part is a real concern, and I certainly understand that because we've replaced a number of ERP products that were running out in the cloud that got very slow when the internet got slow. If performance is one of your major concerns and you have a slow internet connection, then by all means you should move that from the cloud to on-premise. Okay, so I think the conclusion that we're both coming to is that having a choice is the right way to go. Okay, so finally we agree, yes, we need the choice of being able to run it in the cloud, being able to run it on premise, being able to host it somewhere else. But we also need a web architecture, something that can run in a browser in order to make that choice.